Hello, welcome back to another episode. It is Tuesday, Superstock race day. Although everyone's a little apprehensive, I think, with the weather's not looking too clever. So we've got to kind of ride it out, see what it gives us, and see what the clerk of the course calls later on. But yesterday was somewhat of a rest day, apart from some kind of media duties, and it's still busy. I don't know where the day went again, but yeah, all focused today on the Superstock bike and a lap on my Super Sport bike. They've put a new engine in the ZX6 Bournemouth Kawasaki, so test that, and then the Superstock race. So it's always hard to kind of focus and prepare. It's kind of good in a way when we're distracted, I suppose, with all other bits and pieces that are going on in the day. But if the race does go, then before I know it, we'll be up on the start line and getting ready to race. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I've got an interview to do at the Monster Energy Fan Park and a few other sort of things to get done through today. So yeah, let's see how we roll and what it brings.
Just having a rest.
I thought you were.
Pretty normal for me. Didn't do it right. Redoing it. Chasing perfection.
Yeah.
It will never just do. Do it right or we don't do it at all. We had a late start because we had an announcement at 7 AM this morning, so we sort of knew we didn't have to rush in. Superstock race today. Well, potentially Superstock race today. We got the bike ready yesterday, so just a couple little bits, just fettling really. Just sometimes you go to sleep and you're not quite happy with something, so you come in the morning, you just change it. It probably was okay, but if you've thought about it, it's worth doing. So I mean, it's a cold, wet day at the moment, so it doesn't look like we're going to be rushing anywhere. But we'll just wait and see at the moment. We're in a pretty good place, to be honest, so just wait to see what the announcement is at 12, which shouldn't be too long now. But yeah, that's it. Just chill out until then.
Wow, that's all I can say.
So,
Wow.
does that change things then, that weather?
I guess it's alright if you've got webbed feet, you'll be alright then. But slicks and super bikes, it's not ideal. Look at it, that's bad. Wouldn't even go out to motocross bike in this. Madness. And apparently we're going to be starting at 6:30, so 4 hours time. Be impressed if we go.
Right, we've had a lot of rain come down, and more than was actually forecast, I think. So there's no Superstock race today. They've amended the schedule, and they're going to try and run the warm-up lap, which I will do on the 600, and then the twin race. So Superstock race has been put back to tomorrow, and then I think they'll catch up later in the week. So. Would have been nice to get one done, Superstock, and see where we are, but then that's what it is. The track isn't. It's never. They've resurfaced a few areas this year, and it seems to be taking a little longer to dry in places. So for sure, with that amount of rain we've just had, it's going to be messy out there. So yeah, best call I think, in my opinion, and We don't race here in the wet because they did years ago, but the speeds now is the top speeds are obviously a lot more than they used to be, and the wet tyres don't hold together, plus the fact it's sketchy in the dry, let alone when it's wet with drain covers and everything. It's a little different to other road races and certainly short circuits, because there's no margin here. So that's that. Bit frustrating, but it's the way it is. That's what the island brings. Last year we had amazing sunshine every day for the whole 2 weeks, and this year's been a bit mixed. So yeah, fingers crossed for tomorrow.
Do anything about cake?
I'm all about cake.
Yeah, I know you are. Your mum makes a good one.
She makes a good chocolate cake.
She does. I normally pop round and get some.
Everyone make some noise for James Hillier and Dean Harrison. Come on, let's show them some respect. Gents, cheers for this.
You know, because it's so hustle and bustle in the paddock, and used to going to and from the rider living in here, but to go up at night, you can't beat your own bed, can you?
You can't beat your own bed. James, what's it feel like not being in your own bed? Do you just get used to it?
No, not really. We're in a little caravan with 3 kids and a dog, so it's, I'm looking forward to my own bed already, to be honest. We're here for the bike racing. I'm not a caravaner, and that caravan is actually up for sale if anyone's interested. I'm sick of it already. I hate towing it, I hate sleeping in it, but it serves its purpose.
I mean, you're really selling it, mate.
Well, it's some people are into it, aren't they? But it's not.
How many
mine.
berths is it?
But I think it's sold as a 6th, but you wouldn't want 2 adults and 3 kids is enough.
Let's talk TT.
Yeah, it was a little bit tough on Monday night with, any one lap's a shock to the system here, isn't it? But to do 9, I was frazzled. You know, my brain, your brain hurts, your eyes hurt a little bit. It's just trying to adapt and get up to speed. So it was a good break in, I think.
You know, Dean's not the only one to be on a new bike for this year. You're on the Honda. Again, heading down Bray Hill for the first time on that. Renowned for being a Kawasaki rider for a long time, been on that Yamaha for a couple of years, now you're on that Honda. Was there a little wry smile in there? Were you like, oh yes, this is the one?
Yeah, to be honest, I knew that before we came here, but it was always a big smile when you first head off and go down Bray Hill. You cannot beat that feeling and sensation it gives you when, especially when you've got a whole lap ahead of you at this course. And usually you know by the bottom of Bray Hill, you know if the bike's somewhere close or not. If it's not, then it's a long lap. You know, I've had it before. We've come in thinking we've got a good setting and it isn't, and then you've got to wrestle it round. But yeah, it was a nice. I enjoyed it. For me, the Honda's working well so far. The potential is there, and I feel I can definitely ride that quicker than I rode the Yamaha. So,
an exciting prospect for the coming week.
I think so. Yeah, yep.
So obviously, we look at the program. We look at, you read through it. It's all about the big 3. That's what it's touted as this year's TT, whether you like it or not, Dean. Dean, Michael, and Pete. But there was a lot of people talking about how well you looked out there, even so early in the first week of practice, essentially the first day. So are you coming into this any more confident than you ever have done?
No. I just feel comfortable with my bike, and I know if I find that feeling, then I'll be fast. I don't know where we were with the Yamaha fully, but I definitely feel I was held back a little bit with that package, and I suppose possibly convinced myself it was right to make it work. And the situation I was in, it was the way we went. So, but I definitely feel like there's a good bit more to come from me with this Honda package. And I never want to say I'm going to go and do this and that, but we'll see. As long as I'm comfortable, I can ride as good as I know or I feel I can, and we should hopefully be somewhere close. I don't come here to finish 6th or 5th or 4th. You know, I would. There's much safer things to do than I want to win and be in that winner's enclosure on the top step. So, there's a few other people that want that and are capable of it. So it's it certainly isn't. I say it every year. It just seems to get harder and harder to get those results, and those wins around here now are bloody hard to get.
Unfortunately, the TV guys didn't capture the warm-up lap, but it was cold up the top in the wind. It was probably one of the worst laps I've ever had around here. It was damp, quite wet actually in places, really, really windy at the top, and a cold wind, and in a perforated race suit, it was not very enjoyable. So, but we tested what we needed to. That was a new engine in there and some settings changed on the quick shifter system. So we ticked the box we needed to with what we wanted to test. So that's it. That's a wrap for today. It's and see what tomorrow brings. The forecast is again a little bit iffy, but probably more on the positive side of iffy. So fingers crossed we can get away on time and super stock race, 3-lap race tomorrow. So let's see how that goes. I'll try and get a good sleep in tonight and full attack for that one. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Not so much racing, but come back tomorrow and hopefully we'll have some more exciting news and some good news with hopefully some decent results. So I'm 2 races down, 4 to go. Let's hope we can finish the week strong and end on a high. So I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks for watching.